So here is March's breakdown and analysis on pretty much everything that went good for us and went bad for us. March was a record month for our CBD brand, which was absolutely insane. We did $500,000 in revenue that month. And it was just amazing, but there were so many things that happened through March. I had my family come out and visit me, which was amazing because I don't get to see them all that often. So I spent some great time with my mom and my sister. It's always great to see them. We also are rolling out Ecom Nightmares. So we launched our applications, which we had an overwhelming number of applications come through, which was surprising considering that I don't have that many subscribers on YouTube, but we had hundreds of apps. So we've filled up all 4 of the episodes already, which is amazing. I'm super excited to bring that series to YouTube. It's going to be game changing, honestly. I'm actually very excited. With everything that we're doing, we're trying to innovate. So happy about that. We did have a pretty big emergency in CBD last month where we had $120,000 held, which from my YouTube video where you saw losing $120,000 in one day. That was definitely a scary thing. However, we've been working to get that resolved. We've been getting weekly releases on that money. So I'm very happy that we didn't actually have to go the route of like taking out a merchant cash advance or a loan or anything of that nature. So super, super happy about that. But yeah, boys, so March, we did $500,000 in revenue, which was a record for us. We've not gotten close to that before. I want to say in January or February, maybe we did 350K, which was our other record. And we've been breaking our records month over month, which is always a good thing. It means we're hitting our goals. It means we're doing the right things to grow the business. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pull up our stats on March. So we did $510,000 in revenue and $63,000 in net profit, which is amazing. I'm very proud of myself, my team, our company. We're doing all the right things to grow this business. And so with that said, there are a few things in March that, we had to kind of start to adjust. So first of all, after that payment hold, we weren't sure that we were going to have the merchant capacity available to actually scale and hit the $500,000 in the month. Because with that payment hold, it's a new merchant account that we have, let's just say $100,000 a month in cap on. And if that one is what puts us at $500,000 a month, then, if it gets shut down or held, then we're down to 400K. So that did happen to us, and it was pretty frustrating to see it. However, in business, there's always going to be issues. There's always going to be things that pop up. And, thankfully, like I mentioned earlier, our team is ready and I'm prepared, my team's prepared. And immediately as soon as this happened, we looked for solutions, we found solutions, and we brought a new solution to our business that month to actually get us to our revenue goal, which was $500,000 to start the month, right? So going into March, we wanted to do 500, we did 510. Amazing. Now, with that said, our refund ratio was pretty high. We had a 30% refund ratio last month, which is higher than average. In the industry, I'm pretty sure average should be like 15 to 20%, and we were at 30%. Now, with that said, one of the many reasons that it's that is because we were trying to preserve our merchant accounts. So when I say trying to preserve our merchant accounts, it means that if somebody's requesting a refund, we could be very aggressive with actually issuing the refund. We could say, hey, no, you guys get a discount instead, whatever falls under our policy, right? But rather than doing that and having angry customers, we're looking to kind of preserve the brand. And so we issue refunds kind of just free-handed, right? But we made some adjustments, so we're hoping that improves through this month. But yeah, boys, so 30% refund rate just so that we can mitigate chargebacks, but also simply because some of the people came in and maybe it was a bad traffic source. So that leads me into my next talking point, which is our traffic sources. We ran all affiliate traffic last month. So affiliate traffic are basically like a network of people. For example, if I owned an affiliate network, it would be Connor's network. And I would have 100 people that work within my network to run traffic to specific offers. So those people that run traffic to specific offers, they get paid on a CPA basis. So CPA is a cost per acquisition of a customer. Now, because I own the offer and I don't own the network, we pay the network a CPA. So we pay them $160 CPA. So for every sale they bring in, we pay them $160. So it's higher CPA than what you would see if you were running your own media buying internally, but it's more predictable. So what we can do with that number in mind, the 160, is come up with a formula of exactly what AOV we need, what refund rate we need, everything of that nature to actually predict our profitability month over month. So it's a really nice business model because we're able to predict what we need to actually be profitable that month. Now with that considered too, that $160 CPA is only for the first sale. So the first sale might be, a $240 sale. Maybe we'll make a bit of money on that. But if they choose the subscription option and they come back next month, then basically we don't have to pay another $160 CPA. We just have that subscription rolling over month. And on average, our approvals for the subscriptions are about 68%. So, as we start to scale and we start to compound the subscriptions, that's where this business becomes a really big cash flow machine. Right now it's kind of not break even. Obviously we netted a good bit this month, but it's going to have better margins after we start to scale. Maybe our margins were about like 15% this month, or maybe 13%. So it was a pretty solid month in terms of margins, but we want to get that ideally up to around 20% per month net margin at $1 million a month. That would mean we're making $200,000 per month. So obviously a big goal of ours, and I think that subscriptions are such a big, important aspect of a business for you to have, especially if it's something like in the nutraceutical industry, such as CBD, keto, multivitamins, collagen gummies, things like that. I think that subscriptions in general are a very important aspect of a business if you want to scale month over month profitably, because like I mentioned earlier, you don't have to have, even if you're running your own ads, you're going to pay a CPA to Facebook, right? So you don't need to pay that CPA twice. If you get them one time, they're going to rebill multiple times, so long as your offer is good enough to actually have them subscribed, right? So yeah, subscriptions for us, big aspect of this business. We're excited to, actually build that subscriptions, because over the following 2 years, not only will we have good front-end revenue, but we're going to have good back-end revenue, which adds more value to our company overall, because when we go to exit this company, it's going to look better once we're more profitable, having predictable revenue coming in, right? So very happy about that. So subscriptions, huge, right? Now, this month, we've set our goals a bit higher than we had last month. So we had 500K as our goal last month. This month, we're trying to do $200,000 more than that. We want to hit at least $700,000 in revenue this month, ideally with 15% margins, at least 15% margins, and getting our refund rate down to around 20%. So that's something that we're really looking to do this month, and we're super excited to do that. Now, with that said, I did talk about the affiliates and how we ran all 500K of our traffic through affiliates last month. This month, what we want to do is add $200,000 per month in internal revenue. So by internal revenue, I mean us running ads ourselves to our own page. So that's what we're looking to do. We actually just launched our first ad campaign like 3 days ago, and it's been decently successful so far. But as we all know, Facebook needs time to optimize and get data and actually have that data in order for us to become profitable and scale. With something like this, we're not expecting to be profitable day one. We're doing like dynamic creative testing, so we're just giving it a couple of weeks to actually optimize, find the winning creatives, find the winning interests, and for us, the winning demographic as well, so we can take that and scale it. As we start to find that data is coming in on certain ad sets, certain creatives, we're going to start to increase the budget on those ones so that it starts to dedicate more resources to getting those ads that are actually working out to the right people. So that's our goal, $200,000 this month in just internal ads. So far, we haven't done that much. Let me pull it up. So we've done about $1,400 in internal ads in the last week alone, which is great. But like I mentioned, Facebook needs time to optimize. We're not profitable in that. We're around break even. So it's okay, but it's not where we want to be. So yeah, hopefully this month we could do $200,000 in internal ads as well. Now, a couple other fun things that we did in March. First off, a while back we got banned on Tik Tok Shop, I guess because CBD is a prohibited product, so they didn't want us to sell CBD, which is understandable. So rather than sulk and not be able to get onto Tik Tok Shop, which is such a big revenue stream for so many supplement companies, we actually created 3 new products that are going to be put on Tik Tok Shop specifically for Shop, right? So we created a apple cider vinegar gummy, which is obviously beneficial for so many things. And then we created a mushroom line of our product as well. So mushrooms aren't prohibited, but we did create that to actually go ahead and launch that on TikTok Shop as well. And then we created a melatonin infused gummy as well, which is beneficial for sleep. So we created 3 gummies. We're gonna send them out to about 150 creators each. And then just hope that TikTok Shop starts to take off for us as we start to get more content in and everything like that. And then we'll work on running like TikTok Shop ads in order to actually scale the shop as well. So 3 new product launches. We haven't put them out yet, but we have our labels done. We just ordered 10,000 of the labels into our warehouse. So I'm super excited for that. And 10,000 labels might sound scary, but in reality, it's like $400. So it's nothing too crazy. But our product is there, so we have the product ready to go. Everything's ready to go. We're just waiting on the labels to arrive so that we can start to send out samples and then get the ball rolling on that. So, we're not sleeping on all these different revenue streams. When it comes to running a business at scale, we can run millions a month just through our affiliates. And that's not an issue at all. But by not researching and not getting into these other business models or these other revenue streams, such as TikTok Shop or such as internal media buying, or if we didn't have email or SMS or any of those things, well, we'd be leaving so much money on the table. By not exploring other platforms, by not exploring becoming a brand that is on multiple places at the same time, an omni-channel brand, well, you're going to be leaving so much possible profit and possible revenue that you could scale month over month just by not being on there, right? So if we didn't start Shop now and we slept on it for 6 months, yeah, we might be scaling with affiliate, but let's just say we had a small month 1 on Shop and then a bigger month 2 and then a bigger month 3. By month 6, where we're both scaled with affiliate, we could also be scaled on TikTok Shop. So it's very important that we start to explore these things now, because by just getting onto these platforms, it's going to be so beneficial for our brand in the long term. So I'm super excited for all that. And then we also have one cool thing that's coming up. We don't have this product made yet. It's going to be a completely new formula. Nobody's ever done this before. Again, this goes back to innovating, which I talked about at the beginning of the video. By innovating and adding new things that have never been done before, that's where you can create your own blue ocean, right? So we see a very common angle in the affiliate space for CBD is blood. So a lot of people run blood angle, which you can't really run with just a normal CBD product unless it's just going to be selling smoke and mirrors, because it doesn't really work, right? So what my business partner Hunter and I are doing is we're building a product that genuinely works for that angle, because that angle makes so much money. So what we're doing is we're going to do a pre-sale, so a pre-order basically, where people can come to our page and pre-order this gummy. Now, if we get enough traction, then we're gonna go ahead and actually build the gummy and then ship it to those people. But if we don't get enough traction and we don't get the proof of concept that we need without actually having to dedicate too many resources to actually creating the gummy, then we're just gonna refund all the people that pre-ordered. So by doing it, it allows us to test with minimum barrier of entry, right? So it's very important that you guys understand that as well. You don't wanna go and spend thousands of dollars developing a new supplement and then not even know if it has product market fit. So we wanna make sure that we have that product market fit first, and then after we find that, then we're gonna build the gummy and then ship it out to everybody. And I think that product in and of itself is gonna be a $10, $20 million product every single year. And I'm honestly super excited for that one. So that's something that we're working on through April. So I'm super happy about that. And yeah, boys, so it was a crazy month in March, crazy month. So I'm very happy with the way this month went. Obviously we've been hitting our goals month over month, so it's very important. And I always talk about momentum. And by celebrating these goals, by celebrating the small wins, whether it's $1,000 in revenue, 10,000, or 500,000, by being proud of that and celebrating with your team, rewarding your team for those things, you're going to build momentum in the business. You're going to build momentum in the team, and that will allow you to scale harder and faster. So yeah. Now with that said, we are on track for that 700K in April goal. It's April 2nd right now. And to start April off, we did 45,000 in revenue, nearly 46,000 in revenue with 8.1 thousand in net profit. So it was an amazing day yesterday, and brand new start of Q2, start of April. It was just honestly so good. So I'm super happy about it, but that's March breakdown, and I'm going to be more consistent with YouTube this month as well. Obviously, we're going to be filming the Ecom Nightmare series, but leading up to that, I'm going to be posting hopefully daily again, just giving you guys updates on both my CBD company, on my life, and how we're preparing for Ecom Nightmare, so you guys have full transparency and a great look into actually what's going into that series. So yeah, boys, that's March. But all right, guys, I got to go get into some work, so I'll talk to you guys in tomorrow's episode. Thank you so much for watching. Amazing month, 500K. Hopefully we hit our goals this month of 700K or more. But all right, thank you guys for watching. Comment if you have any questions for me and subscribe. So talk to you guys soon.